Good evening, my fellow citizens. This government, as promised, has maintained the closest surveillance of the Soviet military buildup. Within the past week, unmistakable evidence has established the fact that a series of offensive missile sites is now in preparation. The purpose of these bases can be none other than to provide a strike capability against the Western Hemisphere. We no longer live in a world where only the actual firing of weapons represents a sufficient challenge to a nation's security to constitute maximum peril.
Ooh.
Dude.
Ooh.
For those of us that aren't able to see that as we record this tonight, that's a promo for Masha Slamovich. Dude, that's pretty tight, right?
Dude, what intro. What a way to bring us in.
Russian
man.
Collusion Tour
Mike.
2021. Chaos Club. I got to get one of those bad.
Chaos Club in the house. What's cool is you can pick any color, pretty much any color shirt and any color print.
Interesting, because I would have also went with NWO Red. I also would have went with Wolfpack
all day.
Yes. So we're giving away a fig tonight, obviously.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool figure. It's the first basic we've done in a while, but I think it's probably like the best basic out there. It's the WrestleMania 37, the Fiend.
Mm-hmm. Shorty G's the best basic fig out there right now. Try to find those fuckers on the shelf. I have one.
Of course you
do. I showed you what I got. For those of you that don't know, like Timber's like the ultimate woman of all women when it comes to like fig hunting, right? And I told you, like, we went to a certain spot and there was certain like figs that I wanted, and it like I was like, man, I just can't. This COVID's been real. Like we made it right to this point, and like we're there. So I was able to go back and get these, but like she put these figs in some luggage, dude, and we went back there and we bought them today.
I want to explain the
horrible. I'm horrible like that, but I'm a fig hunter here, and these guys in Billings are ruthless, man.
I want to explain the breakdown of today's show and why it is the way it is too. So we're gonna do the 3 matches I think that they've announced for the Royal Rumble so far. Give our predictions on those, and then we'll give our predictions on the rest next week. We're going to give away the figure, and then not for the people live, but for the people that not for the people live, but for the people who catch us, download us after, is going to be on Nikita Koloff, the first part of that interview.
Yeah, and here's the big thing, like for everybody that downloads and listens to us through the Full Press Wrestling app, as well as through Wrestling News Source, there's going to be some big things for us on Wrestling News Source. Our secret hideaway, for those of you that listen and watch when we do our interviews, is on Sportscaster. That is our secret hideaway. That is where the TIW Mafia gathers. Rucker gets it. That's where we go and we do our interviews. Like we will do interviews, and that's where we keep them, and that's where they're troved and hidden.
We got some cool ones coming up. Lance Von Erich got an autobiography coming out, and the gentleman who he wrote the book with reached out to us, so we're going to review the book and have the other author on the show. Maybe Lance, I don't know. I think Lance.
anything Von Erich, I'm over.
Yeah.
I'm a Von Erich fan. I was a Von Erich fan when I was a kid. It was just like getting to talk to Nikita Koloff, like at the part of this interview that you're going to be able to listen to is this was an honor for me because I had 13 channels growing up in a little town of Montana, and it was
right.
Thank God for Ted Turner and TBS.
You had to switch from like UHF to like get to like the other channels.
Right. Get the clicker. Back then it was still a clicker.
There was no clicker. Yeah, there was 2 knobs on the TV.
Oh, that too. I mean, Dude, interviewing Nikita Koloff was a highlight of highlights for me. It was just fun. But he was entertained by us, and it was fun because we talked about some really cool things. We talked about some deep things. I mean, when you're able to
touch with them, like it's so that won't be a one-time thing. I don't think.
No, I don't either. It's there's bigger and there's things that are coming down the road for us that are going to be really, really big, really fun and really exciting. And this is just
don't
part
forget
of it.
About the indies.
Oh shit, no! Like that's I guess that's
Friday,
that's the biggest point.
For the live next Friday. He'll run down the part of the Royal Rumble with us. Will be someone Bobby D and Tommy Flynn will appreciate. And I predict in about 6 months, everyone else on this feed will appreciate. And that's the Prize City OG, Alec Price.
Dude, that kid.
Beyond Wrestling, Limitless Wrestling.
Just look at the Limitless belt, who it's on, and who that individual competed against in a tournament to win that. Like some of those spots that he's just a driven kid. He's another kid from the Northeast that's driven, has a life goal. He's going to do it, and nobody's going to tell him no.
August Gray's tweet the other day that he's the only wrestler in history to ever have been in the Vacation Land Cup, ECWA Super 8. He went through a list of all the tournament
Lions Cup,
best of the best, and the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic.
I will forever correct best of the best. If anybody ever mentions the best of the best, the first women to ever compete in the best of the best was Lufisto. It was not Tessa Blanchard. So if you read that, Lufisto was the first to ever compete in best of the best.
But yeah, there's some heat there. So they kind of they Randy Hogan her. They wrote her out of history.
I don't give a shit. How can there be heat? It's fucking CZW. It's DJ Hyde. He's the dirtiest dude in the business.
Right. Well, he's been canceled now, hasn't he?
Well, I fucking whatever. Right. Me too. So Matt Tremont, keep listening. I appreciate you, man. We're trying to continue to get that interview. So that's a golden one for me. Hey, if you guys are out there, follow us at 3 Irish Boys, but also tweet Matt Tremont. And as always, today is Friday, so during the show, I'm going to go ahead and send the tweet that if you do not follow Boot to the Face, you should, and you should also DM them as it's the time to DM Boot to the Face on Friday.
So, and listen, guys, so this week here, the wheel wasn't what it has been in the past. That me and Josh didn't really have a lot of time this week, neither one of us, to sort of push it the way we have. But, so our names have been left on there. If my name comes up, I'm going to make a donation to one of a cancer foundation, and maybe I'll spin the wheel and do it on somebody else's name because I really don't give a shit about credit for it. And for $25, I'll do it for the price of an elite figure.
We're gonna also, I mean, there's some other stuff that we're working on, and I'm super excited. We continue to just grow in avenues, and the key to all of this, we do have avenues. Like Wrestling News Source is an avenue for us all the time. We're gracious to be with Full Press, and I just want to take like 2 minutes. If you are individuals that like pop culture. Like listening to Jay and Rucker on 80 Proof now, because I don't know if you know it, but Jay is like, he can't drink, and he's had to refrain from it, so it's difficult. So if you guys aren't supporting those guys, do it, because it's a battle. Like the reason a lot of us do this podcasting stuff in the initial part is because we're insecure. We want to.
And they go live tonight at 9:00. They go live on Twitch. And tonight, what they're doing is both of their wives are going to join them, and they have questions from the audience to ask. Like, so it'd be like a newlywed type of game. They got to see if their answers match their wives' answers.
Actually, you know what? I think they're going to be pretty. I think they're both pretty in tune with their wives, man. I really do. Too. I really do. Rucker plays like he's not in tune, but he is.
But some of the questions are, I know the questions I was asking. I'm in their Discord 24/7 at this point.
Well, and by the way, our RJ, congratulations to the Buffalo Bills.
Yes.
So forever drink goat milk. Go Bucks.
But so, dude, the Royal Rumble's coming up in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, let's talk. So I don't know shit about it.
So
You continue to text me.
There's only 4 matches announced.
Makes sense.
It's the men's Royal Rumble, the women's Royal Rumble, Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman versus Kevin Owens, and Drew McIntyre versus Goldberg.
Jesus, man.
And guess who's going to win that one?
Who's going to win that one?
I'm gonna go on my prediction and say Goldberg's going to win that one. So he's the champ because the Saudi Arabia must be coming up.
Can I ask you a question? Could we just start utilizing Nikki Cross with Drew McIntyre and make this happen? Can we just make this happen? Like I don't know if you guys has seen her tweet or not, but like she did a little bit of a, anymore who knows? Like the lines are getting a little bit blurred, and I think that the talent's doing a really good job of that. Nikki Cross, everybody drink. JP's taking me on. Has done a great job of putting herself out there. I want that to happen. But let's talk about the matches. That's selfish me wanting the Scottish Rite to get together. Call it the Scottish Rite.
So,
the Scottish Rite, those two, just saying.
I mean, I think Goldberg is going to beat Drew McIntyre for have another run with the WWE Championship.
Yep.
I think Roman Reigns beats Owens for the Universal Championship, and I think that's going to be something that just makes Roman look so damn strong.
He has to. This is what we wanted, right? This is what we've asked for. This is what the entire WWE universe has been crying for, and as soon as it happens, all they do is cry some more.
And Owens is sort of the perfect guy to me in that spot because it won't be a squash match, but Owens will still make him look like Superman.
Yes, yeah. I haven't watched for 2 weeks. Like I'm behind. That should be just because.
You didn't see probably my favorite match on Raw in a long time.
I have been refraining because of the time.
So
it's a time commitment.
You didn't even go and watch Oscar versus
No, every time you've texted me, like I've literally you see how much social media we have declined the last week and a half, and it's just because I've been waiting. Royal Rumble's my favorite pay-per-view. Right.
So they did this deal with it was Oscar versus Alexa Bliss, and they did the whole playground beforehand. And Oscar's going, "Is he here? Is he here?" Obviously referring to the Fiend. And the whole match, then the playground goes away, and it's them two. And the whole match, Alexa Bliss is just being so like nonchalant, almost Orange Cassidy-ish, but like a possessed Orange Cassidy. And Oscar would go for something and she would just block it, and that would be that. And then all of a sudden she'd get a little offense in, and then go right back to the relaxed nature. Then she beats Oscar, and it blinks. She's changed into the crazy outfit, and she just looks into the camera and she melts "Let Me In," but it's the Fiend's voice. It was a pretty nice little deal.
You know how I am when it comes to if it's half and half, I can't do it. And so we're only 4 matches are announced. So which ones are we going to predict? Which ones are we going with?
I mean, we can't even because the 4 matches announced, 2 of them are the Royal Rumble, and they haven't announced everybody that's in them yet. And then
you could gather. I think we can gather. I feel like I can gather from what's going on with Nakamura as well as Cesaro. Like inevitably there's going to be some play there. So I don't know, man. I'm picking like Nakamura as my dark horse. That's who, just in the men's. That's who I'm picking. The reason
I'm sort of picking a dark horse too.
Who?
But some might not see it as a dark horse. It's someone that hasn't been around for a little bit, but I have a feeling he's coming back.
John Cena?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish John Cena would come back, man.
Comes back as number 30. And, I mean, he can't not win if that happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm being very delicate not to rush this, right? I'm watching the time because I want to hit on like when we first came back, we like the reason we started this again is like we both got this itch, like Rousey's gonna be in the Rumble, dude. Rousey's gonna be in the
Yeah.
Rumble. Everybody's like, no. And we're like, yep, she's
Yep.
gonna be in the Rumble. She's gonna be in the Rumble. And sure as shit.
She was
And I
there.
think it
That
hooked
was
us.
her debut.
Yeah.
And
And
go ahead, because we're on the same boat here. But I'm going to tell you why I think Cena wins the Rumble too.
do tell
Cena versus Roman Mania.
this year
But yeah,
got to happen, right? Because everybody wants that marquee. I mean, Cena will always be the ultimate face. They needed the heel to make it valid, right? Besides Orton.
people can hate him all they want, but the fact is, the kids love him, and that's all that matters.
I love John Cena. You know, I'm a mark for Cena from day one. Like Thugonomics, man. Come on.
Tommy Flynn is a huge John Cena fan.
Tommy Flynn, your t-shirt's on the way, by the way. So, and figs. Like, I think everything's straightened out now that we got the stuff done that we need to get done here as far as whatever. I think mail's back where it needs to be.
Yeah, when you win something, like the stuff is coming out of our pockets, so just bear with us.
Well, that and plus you got like mail in Montana during this whole election
Everything
and
going on with COVID and right.
It's weird.
You will get it. Like somebody just thanked us because like I'm not the most organized. One of the old prizes, I had sent a figure out, and it was a good figure. It was the Edgehead figure. I sent it out, and the second I sent it, I texted you. I said, I think I sent it to the wrong person. And then we had a message from the guy thanking us the other day.
Well, congratulations. Hopefully he gets the...
And yes, we did send it out to the right person as well.
Well, yeah. We did the best we can with what we have.
Right. So
you're going John Cena at 30 comes in and wins it?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm down with that. I'll always support a Cena prediction.
I'd be surprised if he comes in earlier than that because it's going to be a surprise. You know what I mean? So you can't have him come in as like number 12 and like then the shock is over.
Okay, and before we go into the female portion of this is I don't want to do a diatribe and just like vomit, but I want to try and make a point when I talk about this, right? I feel, and I don't want to switch up, just like AEW in the tournament. We'll talk about that, I think, after on the backside of this. And the reason why I wanted to play Masha's promo, because I really feel like if she's in the States at the same time this tournament's going on, she's going to be in this tournament. She had never disclosed this to us. She had never talked about it. But when I sent out the tweet, like the reason I do these things is because I just follow the bookings. I follow the bookings. That's it. That's all I do. And Mission Pro is a gateway to usually AEW Dark, and AEW Dark is a gateway to being on AEW on Wednesday nights. So
yes, you look at it, and some of the Dark, Max Caster and his tag team. Max is the Aliens,
Lady Frost, but Lady Frost in that group. I mean, she was.
But yeah, Max just signed a deal with them.
It's amazing.
I mean, his girlfriend is the Alien,
Chris Statlander.
Yes. So we had her.
God, that was such a fun interview, man. That was such a fun interview. But she's such a cool person.
Awesome.
Anyway, women's Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Are we both gonna just say Rousey's coming back at this point in time? Like that's the bold prediction. We're both gonna ride this, or are we gonna go a different route?
I'm gonna go a different route on you because I know you're gonna pick Rousey, and for the record, I won't be surprised if it's Rousey. But I'm gonna go a different route just so we don't agree, if that makes sense.
I think Rousey has done enough work, and people haven't seen it. And she's done what she needed to do, and she laid the groundwork before she left to be the biggest heel when she comes back and get the biggest pop and the boo. But I want to make that prediction, but at the same time, do you say that for live events? Do you continue to cultivate that, knowing that she has time to really build on those and refine those skills? Which, when I say this, I mean this with all respect. When I watch AEW compared to a WWE product, when it comes to the in-ring, and correct me if I'm wrong, like 9 out of 10 times the individual in the ring is going to be able to complete the maneuver or the task, right? AEW, that's like 6 or 7 out of 10. There's a lot of stuff that's like Jericho's whatever it was off the ropes. It's lacking in a lot of ways. I love the, don't get me wrong, Lance Archer since day one. Eddie Kingston forever, CZW, longest reigning Chikara.
The first ever Chikara champ.
Yeah, like 900 and some odd days reigning. I love these guys. I've watched them forever, but I
don't know what Chikara is, but
I don't either. Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, Saturday mornings now, you can spend your time eating your cereal as we used to do as kids, watching Camp Leapfrog, I believe.
Where? Because I'm trying to find the latest one and it hasn't uploaded yet, and I'm so mad I missed it live.
I think the latest retro casts are probably on IWTV.
I am trying to catch. I've been dying to see that one, the 1985.
Yes. So I was on Young Hatfield's. I was on Young Hatfield's Twitter today, and he was talking about Saturday mornings and Camp Leapfrog. So Ref Kev, Sam, everybody that over there is doing that Saturday morning thing. I'm serious. Like a lot of us dads that have it, that's what we look for. You missed Saturday morning wrestling, Saturday morning cartoons that involved the WWF guys back then.
Although somebody
go back to that.
Somebody there tried to steal my idea.
Yeah, what was you? This is a constant debate that you were to be referred to as Giant in the colony. This was conferred upon before the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame Joe Bruins thing, and Calix wanted to claim that, and Green Ant did come to your defense,
which was pretty cool. When we've become friends with Green Ant and Defant in the colony, and I had said one day, because they obviously did the play on names, the Missile Assault Ant and that type of thing. I said, why don't I be the Giant? And they loved it. And of course I was joking, but they Big Calix recently said, I need to join your club. I'm Giant. And Green Ant was like, oh, sorry, that's JP.
Another dude that I'm super excited besides Gresham is Yuta. Like, he's just the ROH product is hot as F. It's back to where it was. The Code of Honor, I think, is back. I think that's the biggest key when you have
John
the pure.
Walker's trying to make another run too.
Yeah,
the pure wrestling champ, FIP champ back in the day, Lucha Underground. He was RJ Brewer for Lucha Underground. Just such a talent.
You know what I'm more obsessed with is the fact that everybody's trying to get Impact over again. Like, even Tony Schiavone, I don't know if it's funny because people react to this, and it's great that I think he puts it over, but they asked him on their own podcast, like, would Tony Khan buy Impact? And Tony Schiavone said, not even with coupons. So, they're creating their own rivalry. Right. So if you're getting that twisted, you're getting worked.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, is you got to realize they're saying this on TV,
on their social media, on their podcasts, on their everything that you get worked on. I love it, dude. I love it. And the only reason I bring that up is because I think that's what's hurting AEW. I don't watch AEW to watch Impact wrestlers. I just don't. Kenny Omega, great. Woohoo, fun. I tune in to watch Eddie, Archer, Orange Cassidy.
I would pay to see Kenny Omega right now versus Eddie Edwards right now.
Agreed.
That's the match. That's the match. There's nothing else.
Would you pay what type of money would you pay to see Kenny Omega versus Roman Reigns?
Oh, on what level?
Pay-per-view, belt for belt, title for title.
WWE $9.99 a month.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Seriously, but that's like pay-per-view match, and Omega's been in the WWE system.
I know. I'm really. And the only reason why is you're going to throw Goldberg in there. I can go to his Japan run, so that's my in when I'm talking about the IWGP belt. And if you're going to be comparing belts to belt and what to what and who to who, I don't know if Reigns has ever held that. So that's my opinion.
But I
You can suck it if you don't like it.
AEW needs to really, like, with doing this. I think Eddie, and I'm biased because I'm boys with Eddie. Like, I've known Eddie a long time.
He's so good, dude.
Been out at the bars with him and stuff. Like, I'm biased. I'm absolutely biased. But like, what other match? Who else? Who do they have that's a better worker than him?
I think we need to start using the words emotionally invested, because I think that's what we are with some of these guys that have been in Chikara that we used to know. Is Eddie between CZW and Chikara, Eddie Edwards is why I love the type of wrestling, which is deathmatch, blood, intense, in your face. I don't care who you are. I'm going to tell you what I feel, and you're not going to write my promos, right? That's kind of where I'm at. So that's just IWGP belt. If you're going to go that route, and I don't know, man, you have standalones like Ring of Honor, Major League Wrestling, that I would choose to watch before Impact right now, and I'm okay saying that.
Yeah, I mean, we're honest. I'm not gonna be biased. I haven't watched AEW in months, and I keep the thing with AEW is I want to watch it, and then I run out of time.
There's the thing is that it's commitment to me. Like, my commitment's always to the younger generation. It always is, and always will be, just because that's who I'm wired to be.
I have to watch NXT because I want to see Anthony. I want to see August. I want to see that kid do everything he does, and he listens. Like, he hears this. Like, and he knows how proud we are of him. I text with him at least once a week still.
The kid,
and
the
fact that he's been in here's the thing. He was in the Dusty Road Classic. Yes, they lost. He's going to be in the Royal Rumble within 2 years.
Hey, can we just start talking about what he hasn't been in instead? Let's just do that.
Within 2 years, if it's not next year's Rumble, first of all, if it's not in 2 weeks, it's probably going to be next year's Rumble, and if it's not next year's Rumble, it's the one after that he's in. Think about that. Like, it's that close for the kid.
There's something in 8, and I really believe and understand in the WWE's vetting process when it comes to talent. And that's why there is talent that works for the WWE and there's talent that doesn't work for the WWE, because I feel like they know they are a publicly traded company with investors. And when they sign you to a contract, they are investing in you not only as a talent, but as a person. They're trusting you with that brand. So if those people don't take it serious or don't understand it, then then absolutely go make your money. Go do the Twitch, go play your video games, go do the AEW, go do all of whatever that is that you do and make that money on Patreon, selling whatever you sell, booty, not booty, coach, whatever stuff. And do it, right?
By the way, the Bullet Club doesn't mean anything anymore. The Bullet Club was Finn. It was Fergal. It was, those guys. What means something now? The Chaos Club.
That's sweet. Is that Ringside Art?
I don't know if Ringside did this.
I like ours.
But Ringside Art does some great work. If you guys need any artwork done, fucking extremely reasonable. Yeah, you see our logos everywhere. It's going to be on the wheel in a moment. And you know what I think I'm going to do?
What?
I can't.
Spin the wheel because we got a couple minutes left.
Yeah, we're going to spin the wheel. Guys, I'm going to, tomorrow we'll be sharing the link. Actually, it'll be shared tonight in about an hour or so, where you'll be able to listen to the first part of the interview with Nikita Koloff.
JD Hoop did your logo on your shirt, the new Chaos Club logo, by the way.
JD Hoop does great work too.
Yeah, he did our other one as well.
Yes. All right, hang on. We're going to spin this bad boy.
Spin this, but by the way, if we win, since we do become part of this, like these individual figs, then we keep these. Like, I don't care anymore. Like,
I said, if it comes up my name, I'm going to make a donation to charity instead. But yes, we're not going to respin.
I'm going to make a donation to my collection.
Hang on, because there's more retweets now. So I'm going to add the last minute names on. That's the thing, guys. Like, you can retweet it at any time. We'll get you on there. That Jew, that don't count. Well, that no, you're on there, so that does count now. And but there is still Elvis put himself on there, and Chaos Theory put themselves on there. So
Awesome.
let me add them on real quick. Thank you guys. Elvis, what a supporter Elvis is too. Like that's a guy that thought he was going to go away, and he didn't. And I'm glad he didn't. And same thing with guys like Mad Dog. Love Mad Dog.
We just appreciate the support. And as always, if you guys want and need to, we would appreciate the follow at 3 Irish Boys. Search Irish Whip anywhere. Just put that in the old Google machine. Irish Whip, hit enter, and you're going to find us. Cool, man. I'm so excited for you to spin this wheel, but I'm so disappointed that it takes you so long to get it done.
I was just adding names to it. Are we up on the board? I'm shuffling. I had to add names. I had to shuffle. I didn't
even have the graphic done this week. Like I'm behind, man. I'm lacking. I'm slacking.
Yeah, I did the board about 20 minutes before the show started. We're shuffling.
Spin that, baby. Man. I want to see who wins. Thank you guys, everybody, for listening. Thank you for downloading. Again, please download and rate. Also, download and rate your favorite podcast. Find us on the Full Press Wrestling app, as well as WrestlingNewsSource.com. And this
Full Press Wrestling, we go like it works almost like a radio station on Saturdays too, where they play like basically one wrestling podcast after the other, which is really cool. There are some good guys like Mike Farrell with the Chaos Theory, Boot to the Face, RJ. Oh,
BXPRJ.
I've been rooting for Bronx Puerto Rican Jay because like he's been one of the guys that sort of came around and he found us because of Free Fig Friday and he retweets it every week. So,
dude, hey, thanks Bronx Puerto Rican Jay for playing along. If you don't follow Free Fig Friday, you should. Hashtag Free Fig Friday. Come along. You'll see a little bit more stuff from us on Wrestling News Source moving forward. And it's probably going to be a little bit more difficult to win, but we're also going to have some bigger stuff. So
yeah, that's the thing. Is like next week is a pay-per-view. So pay-per-view is at least an elite pay-per-view weeks is how we're going to do that. That's going to be like the big money figures, not big money necessarily, but the more expensive figures where the other weeks will be.
It's going to be a good
yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know what it'll be, but we'll figure something out. And then be announced by Monday. But like the other weeks will be like there won't always be a figure. Maybe it'll be an autograph. Maybe it'll be a what do they call it? That like a Hasbro that came out a couple of years ago there. The old school figures. Those were super collectible and they're
Look at Farrell. Farrell just said, I'll tell you what, next week, whoever wins for the wheel, I'll send him a Chaos Club shirt for free, too. So there you go.
There you go.
We'll dual pop.
Guys, you got to check out Chaos Theory because, like, it's such a. Mike is a great guy. I'm going to destroy him and I'm going to make him feel bad about himself when we have our little rap battle.
I keep feeding him secrets about you.
You guys have no idea what's in stock for this, but I think me and Mike are gonna whip up some magic on it. And it's
yes, we will continue to do polls, but every once in a while we're gonna find a cool one for you. Like I'm pretty sure I can run down and get that Edge variant from that series that I have right now. I could probably go get that Edge variant as well. I have the Bucktooth Matt Riddle as well, so we could probably pick those.
I'm glad that thank you for the feedback on that. That was something we did sort of on a whim. So I'm glad that you enjoyed that and having the option.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for listening, JP. It's the time machine says we got to go, brother.
Yeah. So check it out. Listen, guys, this week's show, today's episode is brought to you by Fanatics. Fanatics is the world's largest collection of official fan gear from all of the leagues, teams, and players you love. If you enjoy our show and you're looking to buy a new jersey, sweatshirt, or hat, anything sports related, really, guys, support us by going to podgo.co/fanatics and getting 25% off your next order. That's podgo.co/fanatics. Fanatics officially licensed everything.
Yeah, I need to go. If I'm going to post the burning of my Roethlisberger jersey. Yeah, you probably tag Podgo for that,
dude.
I may need to make another purchase.
Randomania is still running wild on Facebook.
Randomania.
If Guys, go look for John E. Kelleher on Facebook. He's live right now. He owns a store in Connecticut, and right now he has it's Hogan Mania running wild as he's got Randy Hogan signing autographs live. It's awesome.
People think it's Hulk in this shit. Can you please?
Well, hang on. No. We're gonna show them real quick, guys, and then we're going off the air.
Oh my god, I'm
Hang
sorry.
on. We gotta do this. Because y'all gotta see this.
Can you tell everybody who Randy Hogan is while you do this?
So he was a WCW jobber back in the day.
But he looks like who?
He keeps like people keep asking him in the feed, and he just keeps saying, "Yeah, I know. I look a little like that other guy."
Yeah, he looks a little like the other guy. He is dressed exactly like Hulk Hogan in the gold and the yellow. How can you mistake him? Look at him. Look at him, dude. He's dressed exactly like hair. The only problem is his pythons are about 10 inches too small, and he has man boobs.
If you happen to scroll by and you're squinting or not looking directly at the screen, maybe you're a little aware, there's a little bit of glare, you would think it was Hulk.
I know, or his size, his stature. You know what he looks like? That looks like Hulk Hogan, Captain America, before he gets the shot.
And I'm not making fun of anyone. The guy is like, he was on WCW, like he was in WWF, but like what a clown! Like you just made it. He didn't look like that back then.
Okay, can we end this? Thank you for listening.
Thank you, guys.
Enjoy the Nikita Koloff interview. Sorry for the Randy Hogan.
Sorry, not sorry.